So this is the semi-final stage. Both semi-finals are played in parallel, so we're not spending the Sunday casting 4 series, only 3. Because the third place match is actually planned. I hear music, but I'm not getting the sounds of Marigans. So hopefully we are getting
Good
a
old
bit.
20 client.
Okay, I hear the I hear the thing. Let me in. Let me in. Okay, so we don't have leader abilities and player names. I see Quacks, I think of Gandalf. And we see the Gascon. So yeah, the first game gonna be a bit of a mess, but we have Gandalf on the bottom part playing monsters with Shihunos and Lilith Omen. And the idea of Murlitza's deck, the Nilfgaard one, is hyper thin, but achieved through playing the Bandits package. So Lemon has 100% win rate with that deck. I also won yesterday, so deck is completely busted.
But it might not be busted when you're playing against Uarfox, unfortunately. So it's going to be a bit difficult to get the hyper thin through.
We do see Gascon being kept in hand, so Murlitzo is aware, but so is Gandalf most likely, so he'll keep it for a while.
Who said you can't win wars with whimsy?
This is not the Gandalf, maybe more popular person in Gwent community. The Polish one. This is Gandalf with an E. And I did put the player names.
What you looking at?
So this is Imprisonment Leader, 2 locks, Carapace with 3 buffs and whales. Well, important on which apprentice, I suppose. Other than that, Shihunos is there. And Self-Eaters and Vladimir. So yeah, a bunch of things to lock or protect.
It is particularly nice for the bonded deck to already have both Strays of Spala out. Because if you run out of bronze cards in your deck to bring into your hand with the deploy, you can actually end up losing a card if you play the Strays of Spala.
Yeah, it was actually useful because I watched the game that you played after finishing the cast with this deck, and I think you mentioned that. And then I played the game myself, and of course I couldn't get Strays of Spala into my hand early on, so I actually had to use it as a finisher, which is always awkward. But I also, thanks to you, stayed informed about the disadvantage of losing a card like this.
So that was an imprisonment leader charge coming out there, I think.
Yeah.
What did that deal with?
I think it was the lesser reach. Not like it makes it better.
Yeah. Was it just to stay ahead? I'm not too sure. Or was it killing the Fiend to sub the illusions? Maybe?
Maybe I didn't pay enough attention. Yeah, so this is the double illusion is good call, the second one. Okay, and so now you are safe from Quacks with the front row field.
Yeah. But you do have to pass this next turn unless you want to play out this Odysseus. But this is a substantial lead. Granted, the Switch Prince is going to keep ticking passively. It's +4. I think. What is it, like 17 points you need to do here to catch up? Which.
Leader charge.
I think requires both leaders.
Leader charge and the piggy.
Oh no, I can't do maths.
Yeah. So should be on 1 leader charge now. Gets Shihunos carry over.
I don't know anymore. I don't know what I did. That's,
You did the alternative maths. It's fine.
yeah, let's go with that.
So the Quacks is out. You can place Gascon back into your deck. There is a 10-point Shihonos on the board, which kinda screams, push me.
Yeah. Does have access to the Roulette Sermon by the Neuromancies. This is probably a tour.
But Hypertin and its points, what do you mean? Yeah.
Points you're getting around
there.
3. Oh, and the final thing is a decree, which.
But look at this engine advantage. Like, Iron Falcon Infantry
Oh,
versus Locked
So good.
Kearney.
When pigs fly,
How do they define meme decks? This is open to interpretation, NG, because no one has a clear definition of what meme deck is. There were decks with like 1.5 meme card added to a normal deck, and then there is the Hypertin Gascon, which is also not a meme. Honestly, like the normal Hypertin probably kind of loses similarly.
yeah. Same sort of issues. But I think it's better than you would initially think, this bonded hyperthin list. But unfortunately, especially with not running any toll punish itself, apart from the Vilgeforts, no Arbor Armored Cavalries like you typically see in a hyperthin list, you're just going to get run over by these engine lists. Well, this isn't even an engine list, but you just can't deal with enough threats when there's like 4 key threats, especially when they're protected by that Carapace leader.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these cutthroats can kill some gurney fruits, but
Gandalf not playing around Igni, that doesn't exist, but yeah. That's
Oxenfurt Scholar might be the best relic in this deck as well, playing as 10 for 4.
so there are decks that they didn't tell. They actually had 2 rounds of deck screening and committee of 4 organizers. So yes, some people just brought the normal deck, tried to smuggle normal decks, but as I said, yeah, we can see that some of the decks are not like the others. Anyway, so not like the committee helped that much, but at least a little bit. So Morlitzo will have to play with that deck once more. I'll bring the score on the screen.
So, question for you, Kung Fu.
Yes.
How old do you think the Oxenfurt Scholar is?
At least 150 years old.
Right. And is that old enough to qualify as a relic?
He's tall enough to kick your arse, then yeah, he qualifies as a relic. And that one was at what, 10 power, so yes.
Yeah.
And we actually have the stage can be marked. This is a semi-final of the tournament. So about $170 were provided as the prize pool, and the money goes to top 3 positions. That's why we have the 3rd place match. And also there is a poll, I'm not sure if it's still running, for the best lineup chosen somewhere in Dauren's telegram.
You are here.
So,
to diverge.
regarding the meme decks, there was a deck, I'm not sure, I don't think it's in the running anymore, but there was a deck centered around horses. So every card art had a horse, and it had Yennefer, who is connected to unicorns. So that was one of the memes, and I think it qualifies. There was a all gold cards deck as well.
Okay.
So if you remember, guys, like 5 years ago, I think Mr. Hubble was organizing Gold Rush tournaments, so everyone was playing only gold cards. It was like content creator event, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, interpretation of a meme is open, because some people just brought Keltulis, but at least most of them had multiple Keltulis, Sabbath, Dudu kind of deck. But now, game number 2, and now we have the leader abilities, and it's kinda important when witnessing line pockets. But look at this syndicate. Is it meme just because Fallen Ryla is there? I don't know.
If it runs King of Beggars, I would question how meme it is.
Double Townsfolk, and it runs Defender as well. So, yeah. Kinda questionable.
So Gandalf is running Archgriffin in this deck. I am curious to see how that is going to work out.
Hopefully
Imagine you're
beautifully.
going to use Irara hooks for the Archgriffin and then use Ring of Favor on the Griffin.
Yeah,
You're
but
gonna-
what if your opponent kind of finds the pass button meanwhile? But yeah, goes for creation of Bronwyn, so...
Pass button is cheap.
Everyone is running the mutated hounds nowadays. Watched Mayamon play that meme tournament, plays mutated hounds. What a buff, honestly. And the card was occasionally included at 5 power.
Yeah.
This in our list. Yeah, I mean, it has Quacks, it has Ring of Favor, so there is an idea of buffing the Archgriffin from Bronwyn infusion as well. It's just that, yeah, Ring of Favor has this downside.
I don't know how you're going to get things to stick now when there's a failed experiment sitting on the board.
Sometimes you
Even if
abuse Gascon Hypertain, sometimes you get abused playing Archgriffin. It balances itself out. Oh, we have the brother combo split up. Because Murlitzo kinda still wants to win the round and the poisons are running out. So you still have like Vivaldi Bank and you can roll a poison, but things are not that trivial, I suppose.
Yeah, you can just Ring of Favor onto
Yeah.
a Griffin Witcher Ranger beforehand, but still vulnerable to those poisons.
Yeah, there is
And
one
if you
turn
do-
where you have to float all your boost, and Donimir is already in the graveyard, so... Murlitzo has one job and one job only, to stay in the round long enough to deal with it.
So that's the Fallen Railer coming onto the board. I totally remember what all her abilities do.
She yoinks the poison, she also poisons, what? 2 enemy units?
Yeah, and then after that, the tribute becomes a fee. So we do see the Archgriffin coming down. Great pull with the King of Beggars coming out with the pony. But Archgriffin floating on board is questionable.
Yeah, there is still an alternative win con, of course. A scenario pushed by a couple of bronzes, but that's not much. And the search for poison. Okay, he sees 2 of them. And the gap is small. Murlitzo still has Townsfolk full leader, so like there is a lot of hidden points that probably catches up with Damsel in Distress because the best knight is already out. And looking at the leftovers in the deck, yeah, it's gonna take a while to catch up with Townsfolk's power.
Is Kudkadak a knight? I think he might be. Yeah, he is. Worst comes to worst, you can use Kudkadak as a scenario trigger. We do see they're in the favor coming out already. But Murlitzo doesn't seem to care about it. Keeps playing into this round.
Could you say?
Does find a stolen mutagens. You have to imagine that is the best in this situation.
Yeah, if you care about points, then yeah, you have enough Salamander. Like most of your board is Salamandra.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have given the status. Yeah, I mean, he can do it now and play Ring on something, just that the poison only gets triggered right about now. So I'm not sure if it makes big difference, but maybe that was a bit too early considering Archgriffin was buffed by what, Ale once, and that was basically it.
Yeah, I imagine that Gandalf was playing around that bloody good fun at 9 damage. I'm not sure what else you could have done there instead. I don't think you want to waste the entire rest of your leader.
Look at this Fallen Ryla just growing. .33
Fallen Ryla. That is scary. And yeah, this is just bad for Gandalf. You're not going to trade your scenario here.
Yeah.
Scenario for a BGF would be one of the worst trades you could make. And correctly decides to keep. But losing on even when your win con for the rest of the game is getting the scenario to stick. Your opponent has an Overground floating on board, so they're heavily incentivized to push.
Yeah, so mulligans this scenario, now only has to find it later, but also protecting from the push, having the Golden Froth in hand. I don't know about that, I just don't know.
Decent rolls. I think there's 3 damage, the thug is solid, but...
Okay, goes for the Abomination. And decides to spend get ahead. Wait, not get ahead. Spend it and then kill the knight as well. Sees no, like at this point you see no scenario coming out. You think maybe I'll just 2-0 then, since you're not giving me your best card anymore.
Yeah, it's either they mulligan the scenario, so their hand is weak, I could 2-0, or they're hoarding the scenario for last card, in which case I should push to force out the scenario. Both cases, you just incentivize to keep pushing until you see that scenario, or just end the game if you don't.
My lady. I shall be with you shortly.
So we'll get ahead here, fortunately for Gandalf, on this second to last card in hand.
But there is no stopping Murlica. Ale is playing for like the extra payoff on the ale infusion. There is still a
6
leader.
point. Bro,
Yeah,
3
but
points on
you're
leader.
lucky in
1 point.
something here, like the third card.
Yeah, I
And
think
there
it's
is-
would tie the round if Military didn't boost, but I do not trust my arithmetic. Oh no, there's the other Danian Knight is still doing things. So yeah, it would have been a 1 point win if not for that final spend. But spending does mean it is a 2-0 here from Militso, tying up the series 1-0.
And today is best of 5, so players had the deck number 4 at the ready. I'm not sure how like fresh the decks are in terms of did the organizers. I would assume that they didn't screen extra 32 decks beforehand and just decided to like make the final call yesterday evening, most likely, but I don't know the details and specifics. So quite one-sided game so far. Will we see like the final showdown between this Griffin deck against Gascon Bandits? I think this Northern Realms deck is kinda scarier. At the same time, there was a Vilgefort, so you cannot float your Archgriffin, so you need Defender to stick.
Yeah, but with the Defender, that should be sufficient. I don't think there's any way to get through
Yeah,
the Defender without using up that Vilgefortz.
yeah, there is the 2 imprisonment charges, but yeah, there is a shield and then the full body of Defender.
Or actually, it could eventually get whittled down by Knife Jugglers.
Yeah, true.
And I actually think that is fairly likely to happen. If the Hypothin is able to find 2 of them, either.
Yeah, but
actual ones in
we
the
are
deck or the
talking
shuffle?
about the knights that at least have an ale, etc. to buff it up.
That is true.
So yeah, you're
Yeah.
pink, and your entire goal through the round is to get rid of this defender, and then on the last turn they just buff it by 5, and you're like, I guess I start clicking again. Okay, so Gandalf tries the same Northern Realms deck from Red Coin now. Murlica is playing Siri, I see. Alzur deck, okay. Alzur qualifies as a meme, in my opinion, always. There is also a Madak, so multi-meme deck. There is I see. This is the inspirational ballad deck. Okay, yeah, this is a
Stop
a
gargling
meme
like
collection of cards. Certainly.
What? Wait.
So
Okay, so this is an Alzur Madoc list.
Alzur Madak inspirational ballad, so
Inspirational
I
ballad.
guess there are some bronze dwarfs, yes. And for Alzur package we see Seers and Orbs of Insight.
Long live, etc.
Wait, so Pyrotechnician is the dwarf, Sapper or Alzur is the human, Madoc is the witcher, and I don't see a vampire. Also, Max is a human. Siri for witch attack 2. Okay, interesting.
Feed you to the
Are running the
crows.
minimum 13 units.
But meme ruined, no vampire in Square Tile, god damn it.
Yeah. Where's
Another little
where's the
thunderbolt.
Regis?
Charming.
To make the ballad truly inspirational.
It's like a ballad of, yeah, maybe I'll do it in a couple of hours if I feel motivated enough, but no promises.
Although we were just discussing what removal the hyper-thin list had. But for this list, okay, obviously there's bombs. Notably no fire provision bombs, so there is no purify bomb. And that is, by and large, it for removal, except for the sappers, giving a few extra pings, and of course that Wolfsbane.
Arming sword.
And of
So-
course this Shiro guerrilla tactics that can
Oh, yes.
can do some stuff.
Okay, yeah, that is true. Granted, killing a 7 for this Shiro is a little bit awkward, I think.
Yeah, there is like Mahakampas, but no other like standard carryover locations available. There is City landing on the board. Knights don't really have much of an answer to that. There is also a point gap. Although, if Gandalf sees a pass and has to play multiple cards, he would have been sort of fine if Quack's Archgriffin was there, like securing the last save probably would have been fine. This is not the case though, and also Murlitz is not really passing.
Oh. Yeah. So that's one of the biggest full provision cards you could play. Like a huge red haze.
Yep. So this ballot is once again not very inspirational at the moment, only Witcher and Human available. No dwarfs. Also, what a
I
weird
think the only
card.
dwarfs are those pyrotechnicians, which are all missing. Super tall on the single unit here. So very vulnerable to that Wolfsbane.
Okay, we see.
Yeah. Yeah.
We see the
funny thing about-
inspiration here.
Yeah.
I'm always
Bit
scared
of a
when
skill check to not click the Maddock here.
I'm always scared. Like there is a city, just do it on her. I don't know. You cannot.
Yeah. So I would have thought that after playing the vanilla series, you just give up the round here. Force Gandalf to go perhaps multiple cards down, lose out on the Ring of Favor value. But actually does manage to find the round win here, so vanilla series not going to be finding that additional value. You do have the opportunity to push here. Though I wonder if you really need to. Because there is something to be said about pushing into Archgriffin, because the opponent can just play the Archgriffin after you have already passed, right?
Yeah.
And have that carryover set up for the round 3. So,
I'm also not sure how I feel about the seers, but no orbs.
The earth will flow with the blood of Enshay.
the orbs will come from
Blood
the
of
Simlas,
elves.
right?
Ah, okay, yeah. My bad. Okay, then he's all but set up for a proper Alzur.
I don't think it's possible for the Alzur to be dealt with in Gandalf's
there's you can only help the Alzur by bringing him out, but that's not exactly. Oh, the defender
Yeah. Oh.
is getting buffed, but I guess it's by the multiple of 3, so by 3. So
Oh,
this
wait.
Shiro math doesn't change that much.
Yeah.
So, do you expect a Caldwell as a loose con for Morlitza here?
Wait. You can kill the defender with the Wolfsbane, but yeah, obviously at that point you can't deal with the Griffin.
Yeah, I think those two kind of go together.
Deadlier than
If you are aiming at killing defender, it's your goal too. Okay, so let's
Feign
see.
not ignorant. Remember to whom you speak.
the orbs start flying.
So. Okay, so it takes the, in some ways, safer play of just having 3 at once here. So they will proc immediately when you do the decree into Alzur, and then you can get another orb off of this tier that hasn't been triggered yet.
You want a piece of Bronwyn and Scruffy? Well,
I am so ready for Coldwell.
Let's see if you do get your hope of the cold one.
I guess the point gap and the setup and the like you split the Archgriffin and Bronwyn, so
Yeah, I think that was the goal.
it's a correct call.
Now,
And going multiple cards down, of course, is even going on even is bad because Defender is out and Wolfsbane is just waiting. So whatever you do with
Exactly.
the Archgriffin is already doomed.
so is this deck good enough to win with just the point advantage, with the card advantage? I mean, with the carryover on the Ale of the Ancestors.
Probably not.
I'm not
I mean,
convinced.
it still all depends on the Alzur rolls. It can
That is fair,
backfire,
but-
like Berengar, Coldwell, they are ready to go. Just
And
give them
hey,
a call.
you might get all the tags you need for your inspirational ballad. You
Ah,
could get a Fleder,
true.
but we see the ballad going back into deck. 2 bombs in hand.
It just comes
The
back from
movement
the
of-
sappers, I believe.
Yeah, movement on the making a bomb can be a little bit frustrating if Gandalf is trying to get a bunch of units lined up for this Golden Froth.
Okay, go Alzur, go Alzur, go! Yeah.
Okay.
Oi!
Oh!
Okay. This is kind of decent looking at the hand. Extra points. Hmm. Hmm. And no answer. Hmm.
So, yeah. Elf and human tags found from the Alzur, so not gonna help if the inspiration ballad is drawn into. But yeah, this is now where the making a bomb is quite nice. Disrupting this semi-pocket of the boosts for this Night Arrow. Yeah. And we'll see how this Shiru goes for being set up. There is still 3 leader charges remaining. The 1 damage on that Demon Smuggler can be impactful as well when it
Yep.
comes to setting up that Shiru.
Something is brewing here for Shiro, certainly.
Lord, my sword is mighty.
But I guess the Knight Errant's not really friendly and start providing shields, which make things more awkward. Doesn't take Shiro on 6.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Oh, you cannot shield here, infuse here.
Oh, true.
But
Wait.
this roll is so impactful.
Yeah.
A wee hint. Dunny jiggle this.
Okay. Are we gonna see a leader? Yeah, ooh. Okay. So decides to make the Tola Knight Errant even taller to make this Shiro a bit more disjoint. But I think it's gonna be Shiro at 6 here.
Yeah. He faked out not killing the 6s and then immediately goes for the 6s and also clears the squire. So yeah, this Archgriffin deck only has a chance to, well, it only will have an opposition in that Gascon Nilfgaard Hypertin list.
The value of
Thinks
no
Morlitzo
place more beautiful.
clears this game of the match. Leaving knights no chance.
Maybe should have left the Arch Griffin at home and taken a regular Griffin deck instead.
Okay, not particularly close. But at least a big Kutkudak. So
Yeah.
this is Morlitzo taking 2-1 lead, best of 5s today. This is a semi-final, so one step away from the final Morlitzo is, and has to play the Gascon Hypertin. On the opposite side there is Gascon Gandalf with just open it.
It's the Sihil,
Sihil Skellige.
which
And this
Sihil Skellige, which was one of the games we casted yesterday. One of the games for sure.
It
I
was
think we
very
were
good
both
game
losing
though,
our
yeah.
minds.
It was very memorable. I even decided to just let it run on the YouTube VOD beforehand, because people needed to see that series. It has Maddox, it has Sihils. What else do you need from your Gwent experience? So, what will Gandalf entertain us with? And it is actually Sihil. Skellige. I'm so ready. So, on the Morlitzo side, there will be Highwayman activating Sihil potentially, if you get the one power, one damage through. Things might be kinda okay, because yesterday we've seen Erza play around Sihil activation by buffing or destroying the units. Cutthroats are only destroying enemy units. So
Yeah,
now
same for the knife jugglers, they can only target enemies. So it looks like there isn't much that can be done to delay, to deny the Sihil. It was at the very least see this funeral boat being killed off to deny that's extra engine value. But things are about to get Sihili.
yeah, we see the first boop. And you can even use the Sihil to clear some of the engines.
Yeah, and note that the sapper wasn't taken on purpose here. You don't want the extra ping, because it would have meant that you don't have two more one power bodies that were set up for the Sihil. Also, knowing my luck, I would have drawn the mat up with the sapper deployed. But maybe Gandalf is better at the game than I am.
The ancient manuals actually say that, yeah, if you want a smoother experience, you need to play the first bomb just from hand while playing Maddox. But people are usually greedy.
Yeah.
So the Iron Falcon infantry has this slight issue of starting at 3 power and needing a clear row, or having both of them, and with Sihil dealing 3 damage now, that's kinda not bound to happen unless the
Stop your yapping and start digging.
the bomb plays are not correct.
It also doesn't
Ah,
help
okay,
that
there we go.
literally every bronze in hand does damage.
I'm I'm quite bad at this video game. There we go. Moglitza solves it by just battle stationing two of them. They, as you say, still vulnerable, of course, to the bombs.
It had bonded for a turn.
Yeah. So at least
Oh, and he even gets a snipe with the sapper. Not that
yeah.
it matters, but yeah.
He's that good.
What happened to the first cut through? Did it get killed off? Did it return to deck?
I think, yeah, it
Okay,
was
so it did die.
returned to deck by something.
Yeah.
Because Trace shuffled a gold. I didn't know that there was two cutthroats, so I wasn't paying too much attention. They're just bandits. But
Did I say cutthroat?
what about the illusionists in this match? You can go for funeral boats. Not sure how much it helps you.
Maybe if you had like some life jugglers killing off seagulls, it could be decent value.
Yeah.
But yeah, not too sure about that one. Everything is managing to stay ahead, winning on even right now. Slight issue is really the rest of this hand ain't playable. Because you want the Triss to be a hyper-thin payoff, same for the Vilgefortz, especially in this matchup where the Sihil deck isn't going to all except for this leader.
This man
And the mana only has Decree as a tactic to tutor in the rest of the deck right now. On the other hand, Compass is not something you want to be using up here for Gandalf. In Oraclux, there's a big argument to keep it for later on. To make a hyper-thin player sad, basically.
Okay, we have a Trace. Nothing to told to hit in this deck outside of the Greatsword anyway. Okay, so that's quite helpful to still have Curse Scroll activating your Sihil play one more time.
There is an argument to just lay out the menu here. Since you're playing since you're playing against the Oraclux, you in a sense want to have one less thing.
Yeah, spoken by the hyper-thin professional. We have a line. Will it be taken?
Yeah, the issue is this deck, you don't have ways to sort of shuffle things in hand back into the deck. So it's not like you can really keep the Gascon in hand and then use another card to put it back as the only card in deck after the Oraclux were to be played. Actually, I guess Betsy could solve
Betsy solves
if
that.
you only had like bonded units left in deck. So that's the win con, I suppose. But decides to keep the hand, loses the round one, susceptible to a push potentially now with the remaining leader.
Yeah, a bit of carryover available as well. Maddock still has a couple of bombs. I still, yeah, we talked about this yesterday. This Quacks edition by Gandalf is so funny. So good. There is still a wagon somewhere.
Wagon.
Chat. I know that everyone is just watching, but would you would you play wagon in this deck? And if so, how would you justify it? Oh look, the Quacks bringing Yennefer to the party. Gascon, 8 provisions. And this was 8 provisions as well.
So that could have been worse, I guess. Now,
Reality is that which, though you believe it no more, does not go away.
Insane value. Seagull just getting abused by the illusionists, making it carry over. We need to nerf Madak to 4 power, by the way. So that imprisonment cannot just clear Madak from the board.
Yes, I agree. Let's do that now.
And there we have a seagull, and the board just ready for the seagull to attack from the Sihil.
Okay,
So there we go,
I think you do
Betsy.
need to take this mana, otherwise you're just going to get too old here. It does mean that you'll be left with exactly 3 cards in deck here, which means you're not getting any high-pin payoffs for the rest of the game. You really need to play the Zarthisius this round then. Which means, what 2 cards do you put back?
And now the roll. This doesn't catch
Who
up
hit the
anyway.
Gascon?
Cutthroat, removing a place for what? 9. 9 and leader takes it actually.
I think. How big is the Gascon? Does Zarth hitting Gascon do
11.
it? Zarth could hit the truffle, which would be disastrous.
Ah wait, it's
But I
9.
think
It's fine as well, right?
Like sticking a pig.
I
then
think you
the-
needed to roll the Zarth here. Because Zarth is doing literally nothing next round. It's a 5-point play.
Yeah.
Lovely smile you've got. Fancy another.
But like with leader, Cartesius low rolling was also fine, so I don't know, kinda like that.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I guess the downside to playing Zarth is if you hit the truffle, you play the truffle then and there, which should catch you up. But then you'd be down a card in this round 3.
Ah, okay, yeah. Good point as well. There we go.
So it depends on how you're feeling. I would have rolled it. And then if I don't find what I wanted from the Zarthisius, then I can just blame luck for the loss, and it's not my fault as a player. It's the game's fault.
So there are 5 cards. 4 cards. And you'll have to go for Scout, I guess. Or for the Sapper. Compass is available, but you need to do some extra thinning beforehand. Okay, so here goes for the Sapper thing. Can it somehow backfire? Not really.
3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
That's a funeral boat, which is pretty good here.
Could I borrow a whetstone? Maybe 10.
Gascon is at 17 and from Mushy Truffle should be at 20.
Does the mushy truffle help the Gascon get bigger?
I mean, depends on what you take, but there is no 2 vanguards, so if you take the vanguard,
From wide sands
yeah, there we go.
Okay, so it does work like that. Okay.
Like if you want it at 20, you play Mushy Truffle into Caramel Vanguard. If you need somehow something else, you just play it, and Gascon is 17 in this deck. If it plays out the entire deck, that is. But for Gascon being this big, there is no last say, and there is a compass. So the tier is waiting, and the game is kind of low. There is still a leader as well.
Yeah. Look, if Gandalf wants to use the Land of Thousand Fables to transform the Sihil, you need to play the compass this turn.
I think he'll survive with playing.
Oh, okay. Oh, now you just take the compass this turn anyways, and it's just all over, red or over. I don't like how bad this is going for Hyperthin. It's putting me into tears.
But now, the showdown, the match, the Archgriffin meme versus the Hyperthin, and I think I'd side with the Archgriffin for being like just more points kind of deck.
I can see that. I think it will come down to who can win the round one potentially.
Yeah.
But hey, this matchup should be good. There's no more Compass into tears to bring even more tears.
There is Vilgefortz
I'm holding
though.
out for a good final game.
There is
is
Vilgefortz on Archgriffin, so you kind of have to time it and hide with disgusted defender. So let's see how successful. Also, I absolutely love the fact that chat is still sleeping into this Sunday European morning. There are viewers, but there are no chatters. I guess those are like two different tribes.
Yeah.
And of course, there is a main stream in Russian happening of both semifinals. Let me check what's happening in this series that we are not watching. They are also at 2-2, so theoretically we should be smoothly transitioning into the third place match after this, because both games are just starting. The fifth game decider.
Yeah.
And here we go. Ah, there is once again Quacks as well. Yeah. Gandalf came prepared. Hunting for this Gascon match. Make it less.
Away from my wares! Away!
And we'll see if Militzer is able to play around the extra thing that Hux provides. I do think the best way to get around it for this deck is to play out the mana on the front row, provided you're able to draw into your decree, draw into your battle stations. You could also try to get away with not playing decree, I suppose. Which would make the Zoth this a little awkward, but the rest of your reveals would be fine. So you can play your Triss, play your Yen, then play your Zoth. If you hit decree, cool, just play the Gascon off of it. Wait, am I trolling? I think... Wait, I don't know actually.
Okay, Gandalf actually going into a mode. Ah, there we go. Vilgefortz problem solved.
Okay.
So, is it still winnable?
I have questions on how winnable it is now.
Because sure, you can put your Gascon at 20 and Trees that deals 20 damage and all those cards, but this Archgriffin is about to be a big boy.
I mean, at this point, don't you just go all in on round one as Gandalf?
Yes.
Because if you have the Archgriffin set up, you can play it in round 2 for free, play it in round 3 for free, provided you have access to it. And there's not much Militzer can do.
I guess you
And
missed
they still
out
need to
on
sort
the
out the same
ale.
problem.
You missed out on Ale Sage, so you cannot boost it too much, but I mean Damsel in Distress, like Maiden's Shield, a couple of Ales.
A clever maneuver.
So, how many units the bonded deck is playing here? Well, okay, the Griffin Witcher Ranger was already played, but I was going to say if there was another one. it would have been absolutely crazy, but not a worry in this situation.
Yeah, there's no reason not to play Archgriffin since we are doing the all-in.
Yeah.
So a couple
I guess
of...
the issue is if the Archgriffin gets locked, that would mean it doesn't shuffle back in a round 2 situation.
Yeah, so need to pay attention to Donimir's health.
You can give it. Is it? There is a. Well, okay, there are Ails to get rid of locks if you outlast them. There is also Thor to give Veil. So there are ways to counter it. Although I don't know. Okay, goes for the Thor. Are we going to see the Maiden's Shield here? I guess we're not going to see the Maiden's Shield this round, because Archgriffin already got that Veil.
Yeah, I guess it's for the later, but it also screams of a 2-0 if you play scenario Maiden's Shield.
Yeah, and Maiden's Shield is still scary in a long round. Along with the Ale of the Ancestors, I don't think this bonded deck will scale as well into a long round, especially if we don't have any Bronze Knights in the graveyard. Illusionists aren't great onto the Griffin Witcher Ranger here. It is going to be the pass from Militso, burning up that Ring of Favor. Must have gotten dropped down into the Abyss when he kicked Lortrick off that ledge in Dark Souls 1.
A bit like questionable to not to find a turn where you can just use TA because the gap is actually like sizable. There are 6-point plays all around. So
This is actually a bit rough because it's 2 points per turn for this these infantry passively.
yeah.
And this, the
I'm actually not sure. Shouldn't you just play the Maiden Shield? But then there is like a Veiled Archgriffin. Veiled Archgriffin is okay. He reads the room 1 turn late. You can still do some buffs on the Ranger with the infusion. Or you could have if you started with the Maiden's Shield. Now going multiple cards down seems to be counterproductive to your round 2 push. And yeah, you still need to buff the Maiden Shield to get the infusion. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Wasn't like infusing the Ranger and leadering there and then transferring that there. Maybe math was a bit off. But anyway, we got there. We have the 23-point Archgriffin that is not really getting answered anymore outside of the lock.
Well, the thing is, you can always just lock the Archgriffin after the pass.
The card advantage is kinda gone, so you are
And
down
even
multiple
then
cards, so you but let's go. I love it. Is it a winning line? I kinda have my doubts. because that
I have doubts. as well.
that is your last win con. This once again, we've seen the knights already with the bronzes.
Maybe 10.
I guess if you can get through this round without spending the Archgriffin, get multiple cards back by using up this scenario, I can see it. I don't love it though.
A bit of a shame for illusionists to only have the ranger available. Not really achieving much with that one. Positioning.
Yeah, there was an argument perhaps to just use Leader and Cutthroat there to kill off that first Redanian Knight. Not only do you deal with one of these engines, but you get rid of the boosted unit, and you get a target for Illusionist. I don't know why you wouldn't play Diabolok next to that Redanian Knight, though. That does seem a little bit strange.
You just want to give Cutthroat a better chance of killing it at some point. There we go. Just being friendly to the fellow Cutthroats.
Get thee behind me!
Okay, 1 leader, but you only need 1 leader charge for the Archgriffin.
Yeah.
So you should actually stop some of the engines, and well, both of them are turned off now. Of course, there is the Mahakamail, but you don't know if it's actually there or not.
Long live acceptance.
A bit awkward on the damsel in distress payoff, since
Yeah.
units move in between
Not,
between the roads.
not a terrible point gap though here.
For the Empire,
Yeah. These Cutthroats are questionable. Okay, we see probably just a 2-0 attempt then with the Archgriffin being used here. Is Melitzo cognizant of this Mahakamail? Or will we see the leader used prematurely?
I guess there is no reason to use it prematurely.
Yeah.
But man, those illusions is so sad. Imagine you have a chance to like nab Knight Errant or Redanian Knight, and you just have to do the Ranger business instead. Okay, so 40 points. Plus minus, there is engine still ongoing. There are dead Cutthroats.
One crown per corpse. We got a deal.
Dead Cutthroat, the first one.
Wait, is there a bronze in deck even here?
Over the earth, like stars in the night sky, is guided.
We shall see what the future holds.
There
So
is
you can't even get the
also...
deploy on this.
You don't have to strays though with this royal decree roll.
Okay.
There'll
Oh,
be
risks
nothing
it
to
with
pick
the
up when I'm done with you.
Okay, finds the Gascon.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was alluding to. Like, if you're good enough, you just take the Yennefer. Would have preferred. Why not trees though? I guess.
I don't know.
Honestly, maybe your unit
Actually,
survives.
It doesn't make a difference here
Yeah.
because you're not gonna have a deck.
True. Do you expect strays of Spallerline? Mornitsa should be aware.
Well, it is better to play the strays targeting the Triss here, no? It's
Just great.
4 points compared to the 3 points. And I don't think having an extra card matters. Okay, actually the truffle is +2, so it is better to play like this to get full truffle value. Okay.
Wait, you're serious?
And it is a bit annoying. Well, actually, no, playing the second Strays would have boosted Gascon more. So yeah, you should have played the Strays here rather than the Triss.
I mean, it buffs itself on the battlefield.
Okay, never mind. I haven't played enough Gascon. This was better.
Yeah.
And it will be enough, I believe, to take the game.
For Redania! For its
So
glory!
close, so close. But the Gascon, even the 3 points extra didn't matter. Like you don't usually expect cards to buff on board, but what a performance by the Gascon Hypertin. Finally, getting abused, getting hypertint a bit extra every time, not having a full combo realized. I just needed to high roll the Yennefer or Triss, close the gap, and work. And needed to be aware of the Strays of Spell interaction. I guess Morlitzo kind of played the game. You make that mistake 1-2 times, you learn. GG's.
Yeah. Well played.
So let's see how the second series going.
I think it has wrapped up now as well.
Yeah, Invade won, so this is gonna be Rake versus Gandalf third place match, and then Invade versus Morlitza for the final. So let me join Dauren's chat to search for the info. So yeah, you just need to high roll once in the important game, and you are going to the final. You don't need too many high rolls. But yeah, let's take a break and return. I doubt it starts earlier than in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it also, very nice, we have multiple Gwent tournaments now. The Matos pre-cooked decks with Salamander and Construct NR. We had Lilith's deck building restrictions Valentine's event, and now this. Like, we're taking a break from serious competitive matches, and they are still so enjoyable to watch. You never know how it works out. But okay, let's take a 10-minute break. If it happens earlier, well, maybe I'll see it and I'll write to you in Discord, but probably at least 10 minutes away. So chat will return later with the third place match and then the final. Well, welcome back everyone. This is the third place match between Rake and Gandalf of $160 tournament organized by Dauren and Mitrofan. We are casting it in English. There is a Russian feed as well on Dauren's channel, so we'll have Lemon back at some point. And now let's enjoy the best of 5 series. Who decides who takes the third place in this tournament? We see some funky cards, so I'm happy that the meme tournament actually has some meme parts added to the equation. We've seen the Yennefer getting mulliganed. What's the deck idea? There is Sabrina. Okay. So this is the Curse Scroll, sending the Purify back into the deck. What's the Sangreal role here?
No horse.
We have a Shield Wall leader, I suppose. It's interesting that decks like this make it when we actually had the close to completely playable.
It would be best if we went out for a bit of air.
Yeah, and also, I guess, Radiant Secret Service quest is to purify the Sangreal infusion. Hello, hello.
Looks like the finals have begun.
This is the third place match, but yes.
Okay.
The final will be next, but players were available immediately, so not a big break. We don't see Archgriffin deck because Rake actually banned it from Gandalf's lineup, so
Interesting.
he actually, I think, gets to play the normal Madoc Nilfgaard now. And by normal I mean, yes. We've seen it yesterday, it's almost normal. And this Rake, I haven't seen Rake's matches, so I'm not entirely sure. No time to check the deck so far, but we see Sabrina here, we see Yennefer, so mages, but also some soldiers, but not the regular ones. We've already seen Sangreal getting played, Muzzle. So more of a collection of cards so far. The full game plan is not something that I was able to conjure. Rake also mulliganed Yennefer.
But don't you mean illusion? Because this is Yen Illusionist, not Yennefer Conjurer.
Yeah. Yeah. The Illusionist, sorry.
But she who knows may have a better idea of what is going on if she does indeed know all.
Yeah.
We do see the Lilith's Omen in hand. Would not be surprised to see another big bleed coming out. And might, well, you have the vanilla Siri can pop the Gurney fruits and basically just disable the Gurnakora straight away.
Yep.
So I expect
That should happen.
Okay, just plays for Fiend again.
So, not only she provided the card advantage
Yield and save me some time.
after Rake lost round 1, but she's also... Usually you're not so happy with Siri, like you're missing some better card, but here, yeah, she's a perfect answer to a few engines in one go, so...
Yeah.
OP.
Now, issue is, okay, so if you see Leah charge to protect this Witch Apprentice, this is likely going to be the Spore's target. But now the thing is, you need to actually play points.
I mean, you have Kirak City Guard and another one. Together they are like the Witch Apprentice.
You suppose close to bribe.
And if the Witch Apprentice gets answered with the spores, then it's like they didn't have Witch Apprentices at all and you had one of your own.
Yeah.
How good is that?
Only costs you
Yeah.
a couple of turns to set up. Other than that, it's perfect. And now there are 2 of them.
Oh,
Splits the rows. So,
that is a decision against Ragnarok.
yeah.
Probably opens up a kill with the 5 damage the following turn here. But-
Yeah, no way to protect. Like, there is a leader, and that's like maybe something you wanted for the next round as a carryover, but I guess not. At least he's, yeah, the fate of this Witch
Unless-
Apprentice.
Well,
Unless,
you can turn off, and it's probably correct to turn off your own Character Guard, move the Scholar to the front row, and then get the guaranteed kill.
yes, that's.
But decides not to do so.
You can also just high roll, honestly. It's 12. This is not a unit, but the cost of the card, so.
Yeah.
This is 13 even, so.
Yeah, so Ragnarok is the best target.
Oriole
Yeah,
is quite expensive, but points are there.
I don't know why. Maybe unless they didn't see it, why you wouldn't deal with that back row Witch Apprentice. Because now this just looks bad.
I don't know if I should.
Okay, so you are knocking down this She Who Knows. Even if you don't fully kill it here, you will make the carryover going into the round 3 less valuable.
It should be dead though.
I am ready.
Once again, why not move? Although, okay, maybe there are still 1 too many turns.
Okay,
So
does get the
movement
kill,
is
nice.
-2 plus 3. I guess it's still. Ah, yeah. There is the Kungfoorabbit business happening. At least she's not returning to the initial power anymore.
Okay.
So.
So, a card down, but you do have Chapter Wizard's carryover. What do you actually have to use that with?
I don't know. There is the rune word.
Wait, what? What are the targets? Just rune word spawns and there are choose students?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I said at the beginning. Like I don't have a full picture of this deck. It's more like a collection of. I mean the picture is I guess cleaner with the Sabrina being there, so you can justify the double Kirak City Guard. But not going all in on mages.
But how do you kill the Sabrina normally?
You've met your match.
With the Syntrian Spellweaver. What do you mean?
Okay. Only if you high roll it from the chapter. Listen.
I mean, you have 2 shots.
the rune words.
How bad at the video game? You also have City, okay? It's not like City has a very specific condition to be played.
Okay, fair. I guess the difference is that the Spellweavers you can float on the board first. But I don't think there's that many ways, especially in this meme tournament, that people are going to deal with their Sabrina on their own side of the board the turn it's played.
Okay, look, there is just no pocket allowed for the Gankian, but there is an 18-point Morwood that basically outpoints your board, more or less.
Bloody wind.
Even the 10-point Scholar is half the board.
Yeah, that's a bit too much. Having an Anna Stranger over the Syntrian Envoy would have been helpful.
What can I do for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really
It does
close.
maximize the points a little by playing the Morvid first. Or just, since that's enough to do it in one.
So Gandalf gets the victory here. Also, this tournament is like matches are faster. Since the actual meme decks, I guess, have very specified win condition. It's the same as the Salamander tournament that we watched. Like, only so many cool moves you can come up with, unless you're playing the mirror, which is very non-standard. But yeah, Gandalf takes game number 1 here. I'm not gonna bring it to the screen, but at least we can talk about the decks. So Rake's Skellige is banned, which means that he still has Line Pockets and Guerrilla Tactics. Guerrilla Tactics is with the Cargo, with Heist, plays Shiro, and it's just a normal armor deck basically. There is not much in terms of meme in there, but you can use the Heist on Shiro, so that's cool, I guess. Set it up to different powers and burn the entire board. And for the and then the funnier deck is of course Line Pockets. It's Tatterwing Syndicate Line Pockets. That I'm excited to see.
Nice.
Gandalf's decks we already seen aplenty. It's probably 3rd series of him. We are casting.
Yeah.
So is it Syndicate time? Yes. So Tatterwing didn't really find a home in Syndicate too often, but here is
No.
one iteration. You're not losing much power on Urchins, you don't lose anything on Ivor, Igni is not catastrophic, same for Cleaver. So it's a couple of bronzes that you're losing points on.
Quite a few points actually. Like a 1-point brawler is pretty bad tempo wise.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? There is one thing I think that would really improve this deck.
Maddock?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it.
Think about it. Ironically, with Maddock, sure, initially it's 1 power, but after you kill it, it comes back at 3 power. Sappers are 1 power, so they don't care about the Tatooine downside. It's just good.
But it disrupts Igni too much, okay? And also, your
Use the
opponent
Maddock
literally...
Cataclysm to
There is
high roll
literal
and send it
Northern
up.
Wind. No, it doesn't improve anything. Just let's tunnel vision into this particular match. Very bad.
Improvise.
Get some help. I don't know. Maddock will be just banished. Or this is Rake, where this is Gandalf we're talking about. There is a literal amnesty. Just baiting players in the tournament, Lemon. How not nice of you.
I think it's a bit late for me to be baiting since decks are already chosen, but for future meme tournaments, I'm trying to get everyone to play Maddock, and then I'm just going to play a bunch of decks with Northern Winds, but no Maddocks in them.
See, this is Maddock just getting stolen and taken advantage of in this world, in this wild city of Novigrad. You just don't know what happens to an innocent witcher trying to do some good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Rake was kinda planning to pass, but Gandalf strikes first. What should we talk about? There is a Ikora Quax, which means that no Cleaver,
Lay down your
no
arms.
Hammelfart,
No chance.
and no Tatterwink is safe.
Well, you don't. It's not the worst if the Tatooine gets summoned.
How many sweet rolls could I get for a diamond?
Was the last click really necessary? The doggo? No. I guess it doesn't matter. 2 coins evaporate by round 3.
Okay, there's the pony.
So the plan
I
is to
will-
pass.
Do you just use pony here as Gandalf? I suppose you do.
but now you kind of have to like play. You have some carryover, but the pass is incoming. 18 points, 8 coming from. It's fine. It's not catastrophic. The Signy is
How
very.
does this deck put 25 points on their side of the board?
I mean, 8 points coming from leader. You have like Masha Truffle. You'll get there. It might be actually worth it since
Eyes on it.
Yeah,
you cannot
you don't
interact
have to
with
deal with it in round 3 now.
Tatterwink, yeah. But it does cost you some points here because you're not. Wait, there is a 7-point Madak carryover. So what about self-bombing and then leadering? You play Supper. Get 7. 8.
Things never thought boredom would be the death of me.
Yeah, so Get goes for that and decides to burn the Masha Truffle.
Honestly, I think you'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
And the other nice thing is that by playing down to 7 cards here, you did waste a few more charges on that Count Reuben's treasure. So it's only given 3 counters now going into the round 3.
Decides to keep the Sapper. I guess, yeah, the Slave Driver and whatnot. He could have done it without the leader, right? You play Sapper,
Yeah,
it
but
pings Tatterwink once, and you put the 1 point, so that exactly saves you the leader. But yeah, you
I
have.
think the sap is a bit better in the round 3 because it can engine
Yeah.
for longer. Provided you don't get a terrible top draw. What's remaining? So, nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Do you
Hammerfart.
do a self veil bomb here?
That's broken. Another broken play found. As if this card wasn't great already. It became just much better.
Now, the other thing is that since there's only 1 power unit in hand, it's probably not doing much damage.
Look at him go.
Stop your yapping and start.
No!
Oh!
No! It was right there. 2 of them. No! Oh no! God damn, and now you have to do it all again.
Honestly, I don't even see why you wouldn't just leave it front row, because it's only dealing 1 damage.
Not dealing with Tatterwing. What if it gets brought back? I don't know. Man, this card against Tatterwing would have been so broken. With the whale. Like now nothing, no cleaver sticking, no knuckle brawler, no spanders allowed. Of course, like depends how you chain it, but I guess you can use just magic on that anyway. How is Rake winning this exactly?
The Ivo with Outlaw Save. Yeah.
With double toe punish. Okay, yeah. That's one way to do it. A Giga Igni always helps. It's just that you're facing Madoc. And he kinda had to use Masha Truffle and leaders here and there.
The senses can be fooled easily.
Hurt the Emperor and you might be freed.
Uh-oh, there is a one Tatterwing worth of value separating the players at the moment. And that Tatterwing is a just small chicken in the graveyard.
Yeah. Okay, let's play a game of over-under. Do you think that Gandalf will win the game by a margin bigger or smaller than Tatterwing?
Smaller.
Okay, so less than 25 point
Less
gap.
than 20,
Interesting.
25 because there is a cleaver and I don't know, Hamelfart is bringing some points.
Nose,
Uh,
mouth.
I guess it
See
depends
Martin
how
Wong with
Maddox
no
stands.
kings on board.
Wait, there is literally nothing for the Hamelfart to bring. Like he gets dealt with, but
Yeah, I don't know if that was necessary. That was, if anything, more of a bait. Not that you lose much killing a 1 power unit with armor compared to a 2 power unit. Hey, the armor could have absorbed some sapper pings.
so they
Absorbed some Maddox, so maybe it was still more correct.
it's still maintained at 25 points, so is it good?
Oh,
He takes the cleric, okay. So
that's crazy.
Look at this spending. It's broken. And the gap is like only 15 points. What's the row situation here? Yeah, the Signy. If only now you had a Hamelfart. Not like it helps much, but Rake is just playing into making Wolfsbane and Wilgeforth as bad as possible. Trust me.
Yeah, I believe that.
Just saying, look at your ridiculous cards that achieve nothing. The only issue is that Wilgeforth kinda pulls nothing out of the deck, and I don't know. The Evo is already at 15.
Wait, does have last say.
Yeah, he has last say. He has a spender and he hopes to, I don't know, get a something that amount of units depletes, so I'm not sure what exactly. I guess Oxenford is the best hope.
Okay. That'll be solid here.
That's like closing the gap, look. Whoa! One of them dies,
Wait.
but the second one is there to deliver.
Does the Tatooine deck win? Does Ray
So,
take it?
the last chance for you to rephrase that question.
You mistake stars reflected in a
I don't think I need to rephrase anything. Or do I? I can't do that.
That's 18 and 4.
Wait, time? No. Okay.
Man.
Just
25
below.
points, he asks. 25, the disrespect. When it's only a 2-point game. I should have bet on that. So this is a 2-0 lead.
Well, we certainly won that if we were betting. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't clock that the Ivo did actually have last say.
Yeah, same.
If I had have realized, then I probably would have definitely agreed with you. Because Maddock probably isn't putting more than 30 points on their own side of the board in that round.
Yeah, so imagine he didn't keep Igni and played literally any crime card that plays for like at least 4 points.
Yeah.
Igni, always a bait, never an answer. I think I banned all my chat, by the way. Only you are allowed to write, and Pio as a VIPs and mods are still allowed to write. Maybe it's in a sub mode or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Like this is actually incredible, but it's a very early start, unlike Metals tournaments that only like start to pick up here.
What time is it for you?
For me, it's almost 1 p.m. For like Poland, it's 12 p.m. So the tournament actually starts, I think, 12 p.m. Moscow time. So
Okay. That's
the
a
reason.
reasonable start time for a tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It is really early.
Okay, so Sihil time
Silly gameplay.
against the shield wall. No, against the shield wall. I guess there are RSS, like there are too many ones that you add to the board.
Yeah.
So the Sihil might get a start, but
Yeah, if you use Shield Wall to protect, then you just get another 1 power unit straight away.
How did I fare, Mrs.
So,
Letitia? Well,
that is a bit annoying.
yes?
But the good thing for Reg is that you can use this Aretusa Adept to move one of them to 1 power. Sorry, 2 power.
yeah.
Move it beyond 1 power.
Maddock time. 2 leader charges, the standard opening from Gandalf.
Kill. Yeah.
do not look now.
Yeah. So shield. Since she is on the board, the second one is not jumping out, and since this RSS is actually protected, I think Gandalf
What
kinda
bomb
needs
was
to
used
bomb
that
it. Yeah.
first turn? Was it available?
This was available.
You might have wanted to keep that Veil Bomb rather than the Northern Wind. Because if you used the Purify Bomb this turn, then you could have Velwommed the following one to summon out a 1 power Redanian Elite again.
Yeah.
But, we will see.
Okay, I just beautify the RSS.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and
Oh,
beautiful.
hello, Roach.
Okay.
Okay, we do see the full leader commit. And depending on how the Cataclysm rolls here, it could be serves down to 1 power. Not going to be the case. But I don't see how Rake protects both here.
There is a
unless
mage
final.
from the location that gives vitality, right?
Is it to an ally or to? It is to an ally, right?
The
Yeah.
day is nigh when all shall behold
But I
my
guess
beauty.
he gives up the Sihil. Hey yo, Karim.
Hey, Kareem.
Good morning. Hello and goodbye. Huh? That was very fast. But was nice seeing you, Karim.
Yeah.
Guten Tag. Isn't it like Guten Morgenstier?
You cross the
What
wrong
qualifies for the morning then? For you, especially for you.
Just wait a couple more hours and it'll be morning again.
So there is a Quacks.
Right now it's pulling the Vivienne Oriole.
I was not sure about Sabrina's. It would be
She's
quite
doing
devastating to bring the Sabrina for your opponent.
Especially against Sihil. That would be
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
that's a tournament play.
Even Raffard would see us dissolved.
Should it become a noon, not the morning? I mean, yeah, I know that it's closing on 12, but isn't it like still morning for you personally? Since you always stream at Europe's deep night. The Sihil, it's Sihilin. Damage 3.
Yep, it's about to become masterful. There we go.
Look at this wagon. Oh, potential. You can hide the greatsword in that. But alas. Chat, say something? Nah, there was like a 30-minute pause before you posted. It is the Gwent community. It's asleep.
Rubbish in, rubbish out, they say. Pass and forget. Not I.
Okay, so we got the masterful Sihil. And we got
Oh, it works.
I'm not if I should.
hey,
I mean, that's a pretty good pony.
Yeah, this is a lot. I still don't think this is a worthy inclusion, but for the meme tournament, certainly is. we
I
should
have questions about that as well.
we should be mentioning that more, that this is like a tournament where people was told to bring the meme deck, so this is quite a meme combo, even if a bit like on the I don't know, disruptive side. Oh, like, so many good red hazes this tournament.
No one respects the red haze, even in open deck lists. No one respects it.
Yeah, this stem sword would have been on the left, growing slowly there. I don't know.
Folks say we live like princesses.
Okay, so Sihil is actually putting pressure onto this shield wall. Mage, not mage, I don't know. On this deck anyway.
Yeah. Thing is, it is starting to get awkward.
I mean, you put a Sihil
Or,
into the wagon, you just need to close
Yeah.
the entrance somehow, and then it still appears in the next round. What a worthy click, right? You click the wagon, transform it into a Seagull. Beautiful.
yeah. Do
Beautiful.
you click the Maddock here, praying for 2 pings onto the vanilla series?
I mean, you probably should click Maddock anyway.
Yeah, you could lose a point if you hit the shield,
Yeah.
but is the upside worth it?
Always.
Maybe.
Goes for the pass. So Karim, the working theory is that I accidentally turned a subscriber mode on that only allows moderators and VIPs to write otherwise. There is no explanation. Because all messages today after Manu left were from VIPs and mods. Pio, Andy, Feels Good Man, Lemon and
Do you normally
yourself.
have follower only on?
I mean, yes, because otherwise, click this link for the best followers, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Everyone is watching Dauren. I mean, yeah, but Dauren is kind of streaming in Russian, so surely. Some would travel. I mean, there is also some. Maybe everyone is watching on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Okay, wagon. No, where's the carryover value provided?
Oh, and we're not going to see the Land of 1,000 Fables getting clicked this game. No.
So many combos broken.
Right.
So what is Sabrina going to do against the deck that plays Bomb? Bomb?
Info Maddock. Does this Mega Scope have a target? I guess if the
I
rune
guess
word-
you have to not take Anna from Decree and then it does.
Yeah, or the rune word needs to stick, which
yeah,
it
this
should be
one.
fine with no purif. Actually, wait, no, the Sihil just pops the shield.
Pops the shield,
Yeah,
so you
I-
need to take a curse.
Mm.
No, this is
Okay, no, you muzzle a funeral boat. That's the win con.
yeah, there we go. And you play special. You play like special from here as well, Decree, so you get the no, just take it.
We gotta see the Maddock getting muzzled then?
Yeah, probably. Anything bad to pick up? Not really. Roach is
Stop your
out.
yapping and start digging.
The compass was getting activated even without the scout. Look, everything is going front row. Oh, like most stuff going front row. That is not roll locked, so Sabrina, so good. It's just that you have Ragnarok damage and muzzle as well.
Non-rooms does have the last say, which, with neither side playing much on their side of the board, could be good. Especially with the opponent having Sihil to somehow work through. But how are you also going to proc this Sabrina? Like, how do you kill it here?
Listen well.
Well, there is of course the Spellweaver and Sihil will be out already. I don't know. Like, look. I don't have the answers. I know that everything is like this is a board wipe Sabrina at the moment. Yeah. What do you
Okay,
mean?
that's how we're gonna
That's
do it.
actually already on the board. He is not
Okay.
prolonging the struggle.
So just forget everything that we tried to do this round so far. Just set it all back to 0 points.
Yeah, look, there is still a Phoenix hatchling. and there is a very clear skies ahead of Rake. Nothing to buff is the mood.
That is one way to deny any Sihil value.
Yeah. So what's the compass? There is nothing too good for Huku.
You could take Camby to get rid of the Sihil if you used it a couple turns later. It is just going to be.
Could bring back Sabrina. Wow.
Great forward. No funeral boat.
This is 8. Like, how is this any better than, I don't know, any 10 power unit that was there?
Wait.
This is also like giving muzzle targets. So you do that so that your opponent muzzles and you have a bomb target. Amazing.
Yeah, okay, I guess playing like this helps play around the muzzle because Greatsword would have been bigger, but they
Why?
both still just died to Sihil into
Look, he gets the
Okay.
Lumi, it's back row, it's protected.
5 power.
5 power, so
Oh
it
my
survives. You can it all comes together now. Oh no, wait.
Oh wait, the funeral boat.
Ah, oh no, what is this cast even?
I don't know.
This cast is as bad as this mega scope. There we go.
I can't even use my usual excuse of it being too late. Like, it's only 10 p.m.
When you cast the weird cards matches, that's how you end up. Oh look, amazing. Yoink, my medic now. And now it's poetic that medic is getting banished. There is no 12 points in that royal decree though. There is +1 point from clear skies, but Anna is kinda alone. Feels abandoned.
That's the 3-0 completed. Bronze match taken away by Gandalf. No longer Gandalf the Grey, but Gandalf the Bronze.
Oh, so good. Yeah. Congrats, thanks for the entertaining match to both players, and now we are moving on to the final, which will be Morlitzo versus was it Invade? Or yeah, should be Invade. Why do I have too many tabs open? So yeah, Morlitzo versus Invade is the final. Should probably start smoothly after the end of this match. So we'll take another break, return with the final, and the winner of the Seagull tournament will be figured out. Are you Lemon the Yellow or Lemon the Green? That's a very important question.
What color is the lemon JJ emote? I can't tell. It's like halfway in between to my eyes. I would say I'm lemon the yellow. But I am also slightly colorblind, so who knows?
Okay, so a small break and then the final. So there will be no countdown to that final, but it happens pretty smoothly so far. I would expect that players are ready to go. So see ya soon, chat. Or I mean Karim, see ya soon. Okay, matches are going super fast today. Oh, wait, they were not waiting for us. One of the players is actually not clicking, but this is the final time. And the decks that are in this final, Morlitza's lineup we already seen, so let's maybe look at invades. Boom. Okay, no time to look at the decks.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We've seen half of them before.
Yeah, half of them have been seen. And we'll figure out what invade is playing, what's the bans. Syndicate and Skellige. Okay. Skellige and Syndicate. So no lined pockets for Morlitza. And I don't know what invade was. Patricidal Fury might be just warriors, honestly. Ah, invade made it to the final. So yeah, I actually looked at this deck. This is the traps with poisons.
It's Saber-Tooth Tiger.
There is a saber-tooth tiger, yes, but there is the Mantis Stalk poison trap added to this. There is Hattori in this deck. And what is version against it? It's double inspirational ballad Alzur with Madak, with Siri.
But I'm gonna get you.
So like the trap core is unchanged. You see the Angus, Reordain, but yeah, the poison combo is added to this deck. So interesting addition. Actually burns a leader charge with Reordain just to play the sticky situation. And also develop. I'm so sad that Hattori got reworked. We talked about that during the, I don't know, was it Metal's latest winner takes all? But yeah, some of the traps are kind of busted with Hattori. If he could create any, I just want the old Hattori back in my video game.
Yeah, so many of my friends would play a single copy of Serpent Trap and then Hattori, which would only create Serpent Trap, and just used it as a start of round control tool, basically.
Yeah, I usually prefer to add the second trap, didn't matter which one, but at least just to have flexibility against something like Arachasur. But yeah, we see the sticky situation getting activated, making it a very potent engine here. This version of traps is not the one running heist, so the death of Angus is a normal thing. A bit rude to deal with Hattori as well. He just wanted to chill a little bit. Oh, hostage taker. It's another Witcher being taken hostage, and he doesn't survive. Gets transformed. I don't know. Water of Brokilon is to turn abandoned girls into the dryads. What's happening here?
Hey, I'd rather not try to think through the lore implications of that.
Yeah, I don't know. You take one too many Squirtle leaks, you become the Squirtle yourself.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Okay, so Mahakam has established another trigger for Alzur. You kinda still need to do the Seamless Orbs thing. Royal Decree is there for Seamless.
Yeah.
Can you Elven Seer stick? Traps are not really known for answering threats easily.
No. It will be a bit of... Oh, we see the Incineration Trap mulliganed as well. in the Mulligan phase, Serpent Trap drawn into hand. So Serpent Trap should be good here, right?
Yeah. I mean,
With
they're
things
not
going-
bad. It's just what I meant. But you actually have the stalk if you time that into the Elven Seer. It
Illusions.
dies.
We're yet to see what they can accomplish.
Could just play out the Serpent Trap here to get the kill. I don't mind just taking the Pitfall Trap here either, since there are a lot of bronzes in this deck. Like a bomb
The
is
elders
quite
must
easy
put a
to
stop
trigger,
this
but
rebellion, else they will face
now
devastation.
Melissa doesn't have to worry about the threat of the Pitfall Trap. So, and this is also the good thing, going first into traps makes it a lot easier to set up one of these 4-power bronzes, because, you know, you could play before a trap is sitting on the board, and that just makes your life a little bit easier. So
Okay,
do you see
so-
the Mantis coming down?
Yeah. So ideally,
Oh,
you just sacrifice Steamless into that.
yep, looks like that will be the case.
So that you get your orbs on the same at the same time, like your orbs have to be stacked onto the same unit. I might have not thought that through too much. Like you're still wasting it on Seamless, but it doesn't sound as great with Serpent Trap and wait, there is no
Yeah.
poison connection anymore. And at least you deny the
And,
Ranger poison. Also, how is the poison deck? Like, the idea was to play Mantis Trap and poisons. Manages to, like, have only one right Ranger. So, yeah, it kinda is worth it. It just plays into Spores and the Serpent.
Yeah. I mean, even though the poisons are not going to look good here, the threat of the poisons have very much done their
Yeah,
job.
look at
by
this cheater
forcing
also.
This here to go so big.
He played a trap and 2 traps next to it. Look.
That is nice. That is nice, MG. And Hostage Taker is getting up there now,
Bow to
right?
your half-assed, self-proclaimed
Is it
authority.
traps played or triggered?
You play, I
Played.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's at 4 Cs already. We do see that Tall Seer going the way of the graveyard. Not a great first pull. Good second pull. Again. Insane.
Insane. Oh, it gives value to the Ranger, making it more profitable to play as a poison. Also, absolutely love the Sabertooth Tiger finisher. Okay, so yeah, you kind of have to answer that. No two ways about it.
So, do we need to see this Vanilla Siri coming down and then Inspirational Ballad?
Yeah, I guess you're not really growing any more tags, and the bomb is not bringing Magic back. Yes, you need the frogs for faster paced ballad.
Dauren has shown us the way.
Oh, I sense trouble.
Okay, decides to only move 1. Okay, yeah. What I meant is to make them Siri adjacent. Not sure what's the reasoning here.
And it should
You'll-
still fully trigger in time, but yeah, I would imagine that would be slightly better. So we have a Witcher and a human. A half inspirational ballad, maybe a slightly rousing ballad. I wouldn't go much further than that. But still, it's playing for 12 points, and that is pretty solid for 5 provisions.
This Shiro is pretty solid as well.
Yeah.
Another 3
Yeah, but it's
established.
getting even better.
Absolute monster of a Sabertooth Tiger. So yeah, all the orb value is Or like this is not old value, but ballot value as well. Look, this is one hell of a Shiro when you don't really do the setup for him. And there are not too many traps, but it's actually close. No air lane to make it even closer, but Morlitza takes game number 1 of this final match. So we'll have to see traps again if Invade wants to get there. Alzur is a meme, but a very playable meme, turns out. Even with addition of like extra components.
Yeah, was it like Gravesh that took Alzur in a Kelly deck, I think? To Masters once?
Yeah,
Or an
I'm not sure. If someone did it, it probably was Gravesh. Yeah. I mean, Kelly was taken by many players. Like Colemoen versus Fireball was a Kelly game as well.
Yeah, that classic play of the self-kill on the Gutting Slash to make the Sully.
I know, I went to check, but I
Kelly
remember...
commits suicide.
Yeah, I remember casting it, like, it didn't matter as far as I remember. Like, even with Kelly leaving, he was winning, but it make it...
But the style points.
Style points. I might be mistaken, though. It's been a while, but if I'm not mistaken. So, the final days of the Seagull as well. So the name of this tournament is the Seagull Tournament or something, like tournament in the name of Seagull, because Dauren was one of the like content creators in whose chat the meme was appearing more and more. I know that Mayamon tried to make Seagulls 2 power and might have been actually the initiator over that by his like Balance Council once getting screenshotted and putting that idea into Gwent players' mind. But yeah, in Dauren's chat the meme was amplified. So, since he is running the tournament as the main channel,
the North shall tuck tail.
This is the final of the tournament. Hopefully, the final days of the Seagull at 2 power as well. Is what I was leading towards.
Hopefully, because it's gonna become 3 power next month, right?
Course,
right.
Yes. Okay. So, what's the meme of this Nilfgaard?
So, this Nilfgaard list, I believe, is focused around the Ducal Guard. I believe its goal is to create many copies of Ducal Guard using typical Operator Illusionist shenanigans, and then you have both the Damien and the Anna choose your leader a number of times.
Yeah. Okay. I actually haven't seen it in action yet, and I didn't open this one. The previous deck, I was aware that it exists with the poison, but okay, I like the idea. Ducal Guard is not the card that says play much. I remember posting Karim's vote on my YouTube channel when somebody was like, oh, style points for Ducal Guard. Very cool. And here we do see even like bigger highlight of a card if the plan goes through, and well, against this bandit list it kinda should, unless Vilgefortz comes into play.
Stay true to our way.
And kills Damien, then we have what? Many turns to use the Imperial formation.
Yeah.
There is Irondight.
Issues. I think you really needed to have the Ducal Guard in hand here. Get the operator value.
Okay, you can do the Nausicaa
You got a
meme.
sea beast swimming in them breeches.
Yeah. Look, part of me agrees full tilt, but I think I don't mind for this deck because the rest of it is so memey and particular in what it wants to do that if they have a couple Nausicaas to try to stop them being 2-0'd, go for it.
I
in
don't
all
know.
honesty.
I disagree on that one. As in, the meme deck should not consist of trash cards only. It's just, yeah, adding the playable cards makes it able to win outside of like fulfilling the meme win con condition. But yeah, I don't know. People who want the full meme decks gonna be looking at Aguara Uma rolls in every deck, and it's not even like meme, it's just RNG. Why is Full Tilt talking without VIP? Yeah,
Could I borrow a whetstone? Maybe
I don't know. He wasn't aware. Yeah, Full Tilt. So in what, 3 hours of this stream, there were like 7 people talking, and after Manu left 2 hours ago, or maybe started lurking, you are the first one without the badge or sword to talk. So, like, I was thinking of fixing it and giving you the VIP, but I think it's cool, and you need to wear that badge.
I cannot abide.
I don't play by
Instead
the
of
rules.
giving VIP, the other way to make sure it's only VIPs and mods is to ban full.
Yeah, banning him is another way. Alright, so we do see that first leader is getting burned through, and Anna is already here, so Damien will be just supplying invade with more logs.
I'm so tempted to 1 second timeout right now.
Stay true to our way, we must
Okay,
always.
on a more serious note, yeah, having to use Illusionist already, not great. Having to use the ammo already, also not great, because the Ducal Guards are not going to be doing much from this point onwards. And it's looking like, despite using all these pretty important tools for the game plan of this deck, you're still losing round 1 on even. The heat wave is...
Watch close.
I guess, yeah, you always lose with the Masha Truffle being there.
Yeah. Yeah, the heat wave is an 8-point card this round. Look, I guess you'll use it if need be here.
Chins up, men, and
But-
smiles wide.
It still gets value in this sort of matchup in a round 3 situation, even if you don't have last say.
Yeah, I think you burn it though, and it's actually problematic for Murlitzo if Nausicaa is getting dumped at full power, because yep, like sure you do answer one of the Cartesius Yen buff recipient, but you might as well just try and ruin their overall gameplay by winning.
Wait, there's an Erendite and a Yenvo and a Heatwave in this deck? Okay.
I mean, it's a meme tournament, so the more toll punishes or like removals, the memeier it is. Okay, gets the Ducal Guard a bit too late considering your leader is imprisonment now. Your Damien is not getting battery filtered. So, like, Murlitzo has the leader still. Has Vilgefortz.
Yeah. So yeah, these Ducal Guards are only going to get to proc twice, it seems. Should be able to get to 9 power then. Actually, I expect one of them to get locked. You do have these slave drivers. Decides not to even keep the Damien. Which I guess makes sense.
But for the Empire,
But-
I endure.
I don't know, does it?
Oh wait, there's just no leader charges.
Yeah, he burned through leader charges, does it? He also
I
plays
thought there was still
Ironite.
leader charges remaining.
He also played Irondite on the open board, and that Irondite was bigger than 4 damage.
Have you ever laid eyes on a deception of such
Shows 0 though.
Wait, did the first illusionist spawn a knife chopper? And then
yeah.
the second, no, I don't know what's going on anymore. Well, it seems like Nilfgaard won that game.
Yeah, Morlitzo takes a 2-0 lead. I mean, what's the win on? Like, yeah, the meme deck. The meme didn't work out. So, yeah, it's just a deck that loses. I'm glad
Even
he decided
with
to
Aaron
forfeit.
died, double top punish, Nausica's the game plan doesn't work out. It's still just game over then and there.
Are we getting 3-0, 3-0 in the third place match and the final, or is there a comeback story to be written? Morlitzo is left with Inspired Zeal now, and that Inspired Zeal was just the dual boys, Visegard and Meath, so a competitive meme with the knighthood as well.
So the clock's about to strike midnight. The glass slipper has been left on the steps. We need a Cinderella story right now for this series to continue and us to have a good time. Else it may be cut short and the fairy tale won't get its true fairy tale ending.
So what's the best choice of a deck to play against? Well, not entirely swarmy NR with night engines, but without this scenario, traps do some damage.
Yeah.
With having the poison package, I mean, don't provide good PvP targets for Unsays and Selkirk. I don't know, maybe we see traps again. What's the leftover deck?
The deck that hasn't been played is a Carapace sort of engine overload with both series.
And Ada is there with the puzzle box. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised to see the traps, and it actually is, yeah.
Onward to victory!
Yes, I think you do want to take the traps on the blue coin. Oh, sorry, on the red coin.
Red coin, yeah.
Okay, sure. Taking on the red coin just means that you won't struggle as much.
Okay, has
with
the
the threat
poisons.
of losing uneven.
Has the couple of poisons there. Has no sticky situation, but well, is there any condition on your threat? No.
Long live,
Okay.
etc., etc.
So has access to the traps as well. But
I
not
am
your
who I
day.
need to be.
That's an early Mantis trap, and will be answered by a cheap bronze. So the poison is not incredible. You'd really want to wait for the round 3 with that. Also, the stratagem just cancels that as well.
Striking where
Yeah.
But at least Invade gets this sticky situation going.
Be warned, my sword is mighty.
This is the issue, like, okay, you have sticky situation, that's 4 points per turn, that's good. But
Super good.
the opponent is going to be keeping up an engine potential here quite easily. So you're going to have to be committing some poisons quite early in this game, I think, if you want to contest this round. Which we do see a poison coming through onto this Knight Errant. Because you're not running the standard Royal Grace. Royal Grace? Is it? What's the Knight's Leader called?
Yes, it's not called Royal Grace, right? We'll use the chat for that. Chat. Knight's Leader ability. Go fast, fast, fast.
Is it Royal Inspiration? Is it still called that?
It's called Knight's Leader. No. It's also not called Royal Inspiration, right?
Is that what it used to be called?
It was...
anyways.
No, what do you mean?
That will allow you
Anyways,
to
you
get-
cannot just get out of this until... But it's actually called Royal Inspiration. Yeah, I checked. Good, good.
Okay. Okay. You can use that leader to get your knights to their grace quite easily. Protect against damage that way, but this inspired Zeal leader it ain't gonna help you in that situation, so you're a lot more vulnerable to damage in that sense. But I don't think that's gonna come into play a whole lot against this traps list. Although it does look like you are actually losing on even. Serpent Trap out is quite big already. And yeah, you're stuck with only 2 point per turn engine as this Northern Realms deck, up against the 4 points per turn of the sticky situation. It is getting quite sticky here for Militzer. And yeah, thanks for your helpful tilt. Quite helpful. So, do you need the round control here as traps?
If I'm to die, I'll do so
It's
solely
Gwent,
guess you can just
Gwent
play-
players we're talking about. Always round control.
True.
Have you no honor?
Okay.
Stand and fight!
It's a big clash with the wild. Uplight as well. Actually gets your head even.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that hostage taker should have been played.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I don't know why you wouldn't play other things next to the sticky situation so you have less of your boost or going on one tall unit here. That's a sad pitfall trap.
Cursed racists!
And the placement is a bit scuffed here for the traps because that Deadeye not boosting by the sticky situation. Baron here, this is your really only chance you're going to get that Baron value because it's not going toll in a future round on the square side. So you take it, you get the round win. It was looking dicey for a second, but big Ansace and Baron commitment able to neutralize that sticky situation.
I absolutely missed in the previous games that there is a Commander's Horn in this deck as well. So, kinda thematic. Not exactly the horse deck that I talked about, where every card is featuring a horse. But, yeah, I do like it. The no good knights deck. No Royal Inspiration as well. Just like a old school duel, but not with the shield wall, but inspired seal.
Yeah,
I actually prefer this type of the
Yes.
tournament if it wasn't like phrased as a meme tournament. The underplayed combo, etc. It still makes like the deck building a bit scuffed, as everyone has its own interpretation. What is not played?
yeah.
Yeah.
That is this deception.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
needed?
there was a leader charge, right?
Yeah, I would have thought
Although
you'd
the
rather
trap-
you say insinuating trap. But yeah, I'm not too sure.
I guess it's the
Uh,
same as
Yeah.
the leader charge. trap. You could have thrown away the spores if you believe that everything will be buffed by like 3 points only.
Yeah.
But like, it should be better with the portal targets.
I wonder, like, if you could, to have more of like an underrepresented cards type tournament, if you could achieve that simply with a ban list.
I mean, there is
Like,
already
just as a
a ban
starter.
list for this tournament.
Yeah.
But there was
But
like...
I mean, like, say, banning scenarios or certain cards that just you play absolutely everywhere.
That was fun. The trap turning after Hattori landing, as if he flips it. So yeah, a few cards that were banned for this were Henry, Rune Mage, Temple of Mid-Italy, but the ban list was literally like 6 cards, so they didn't... it's also harder to check every deck, because people usually cannot read what is banned and what is allowed, so everyone will be bringing whatever. At least incinerating traps in the number of 2 can deal with this shielded target. Not like it was impressive, but it got the job done. Yeah, trap
Look at
damage.
this Hattori.
It's war you want? Then war you
Played
shall
for
have.
like 12 points already. That's
Do you want to guess the Hattori's provision cost?
6, right?
Okay, you're good. I was expecting it to be higher. 12 to 6 and still sticking is actually like showcasing the card. The problem is, yeah, she's usually not sticking for long and doesn't really have any utility in that case.
Look, I'm gonna be real. I only know his 6 provisions because I looked at the deck list just before the series.
Okay, so it's
Otherwise, I
stuck
would
to-
have probably
Yeah,
guessed
I also
7.
had it open. I didn't pay attention, but somehow my inner knowledge was like, yeah, it's probably like 8, 9 provisions somehow still, and nobody invests the council votes because, oh, this card will never be playable. 1 power change doesn't do anything. I don't know.
I saw this 6 for 6 stat line and I'm like, that's neat. Not many cards are like that. And 6 for 6 with engine potential, that's, yeah, not too common. But will the Hattori finally get killed off? Nope, it's the point slam coming in here, but that may play into the hands of the spores. What's the hostage taker at? Is it 5?
Yeah, 5.
5. Yeah, the timing feels slightly off. If it came a turn earlier, we would have seen it go off twice. But I think it's still going to be enough here to find a win.
Will it? The Elden is huge.
That is, yeah, Dauren is good, but this a god, it's not bad.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's...
Although this is a sad one.
I've no patience with
Okay, it's
Wait.
I don't want to tell anyone anything, but we go again. It wasn't actually enough to win for Morlitza, but it was good enough to tie. And what would be a better ending for the meme tournament if they tied like 5 times in a row?
Honestly, I kind of agree with you there, Kareem. Unless you're in the losing position, but a tie is just like, oh, I don't want to go through all this stress and pressure again, particularly in a tourney.
They should have just solved the ties in a coin flip. That would take
Yeah.
the pressure off. Oh, you tied? Let me. Just not even 10 coin flips, just 1.
Yeah, they should go further, I think. Just don't play the game in the first place. Just resolve it with a coin flip at the very start.
Both lose like this. Yeah.
Whoever gets
the system
red
is
coin should
rubbish
just
or
win the
something?
game.
Are you saying that the system is rubbish? Although that's a copy pasta about the GG system, where GG just makes the game experience worse.
Wait, I don't think I know this copy pasta.
Is it on Rosmas? 1 second, let me try to find it. I'm also not sure if it's originated from Mayamon or not, but this is the pasta from Rosmas chat. I'm not even sure.
What?
The
Does
system
the
is
sender and
rubbish.
non-sender of GG benefit in that the non-sender gets all? The sender of GG becomes stress. So basically, the conclusion is that it's better not to send GG. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
The part that gets quoted is basically the system is rubbish, so yeah, you can limit your knowledge to that.
Okay. The first part of the copy pasta though kind of hits home for me because this year I'm going into honors and I'm gonna be focusing like my research project because we have to do one is gonna be related to game theory, and my supervisors asked me to read through a game theory textbook, which this is just quintessential game theory gone wrong.
So yeah, as for the outsider of that, just coming in from chat and hearing that, it would be just a Gwent manual, right? The game theory.
Yeah,
Exactly.
basically.
A little bit simplified, but okay. Good luck with your yeah. Have you read it, or was it just suggested recently? Have you started?
I just started reading
okay,
it.
I see.
It's a textbook that literally like 3 days ago. It's like you should read this and present things on it to us. But anyways, we're going again. Game 4 or is it game 3? Who knows? It's knights up against traps. But is this really knights, or is this some inspired Zeal going duels with bronze engines to help them out? And is this really traps, or is this actually a poison deck in disguise? Sponsored by Hattori.
So many questions, yeah. It's definitely not a harmony deck, you'd think, because there are only one harmony and everything is elf, but then you see a beast and you start to question things. And sadly for the Treant Mantis, it doesn't have the Mantis, or like the Treant stack in the trap position for whatever reason. Still qualifies as a Treant though. Weird.
It's war you want? Then war you shall
That's
have.
an early myth, and look at the combo of the traps, like sticky situation, and like, aha, you thought you were getting out of this situation. No, nope.
One arrow. That is all I need.
Ooh, this is a nice timing on the poison just before it gets to the grace, because it means that if you want to get the grace trigger, you're going to have to invest boost in a unit which is going to die to the poison, or you just let it die this following turn, which is probably what's going to happen. Oh, no? Okay.
Oh, it turns out it's usually how it happens. They hear what casters say and they're like, yeah, fuck you, theory. I'm doing it my way.
Alone us follows.
But,
Yeah.
now they're playing to the Treant Mantis.
I don't know how I feel about the Treant Mantis value gotten so far in the open deck list. On ladder, maybe it's better, but so far Morlitza was very good at just offering the cavalry to that. Is it
It did
cavalry?
find value in that previous game, poisoning the stimulus and forcing all the boosts onto the seer.
Yeah, true.
That was actually good.
Ah,
So
the
you do see
point
the
gap.
poison, fine. But yeah, point gap.
The point gap.
I-
And if you play 2 cards, okay, I guess after Molitsa playing card, the invade shouldn't. Like the poisons play for 24,
Wilds shall reclaim
but Meath is going off.
And Sticky does turn off immediately if we see a pass come out, but it's gonna be the Selkirk come in. So pretty good trade here, using up that 4 provision Whisperer for a Selkirk. I think you do need a pass now.
Yeah, now the numbers are just saying don't do anything stupid, find the pass button. Even if you play like 4 more cards and you don't have the access to them, it was hard to catch up properly.
Yeah. So now we could I think usually in this deck you want to mulligan the Ansays to pull it with the Knighthood, and it seems we might see that. I actually would have preferred keeping the Ansays in hand because this Traps deck, nothing is going beyond like 10 power, and the Ansays with Inspired Zeal kills that anyways. So I don't really see a downside to keeping it in hand, unless you thought it wouldn't be any good on the bleed here, but I feel like an answer for Hattori is nice when you can save the Heat Wave for a potential deception.
Okay.
Ooh. I don't think we've seen Pitfall Trap actually be not clicked immediately, which this would have been a good Pitfall Trap timing. Look at this hand.
Okay, we get the first AA.
For king and honor! Accursed racists! Time for you to die!
Not enough. But
Yeah, so I feel like a leader commit to stay ahead would have been fine there. Or invade, no?
yeah, I don't know. Decide to keep it. The
Yeah,
last
you
card.
have-
I don't know. Okay, if your opponent is playing bronze, is it that bad that you committed 1 leader? I'm not sure.
I don't see Spores doing much in this round 3 now. Like, okay, you can use it onto the AA target. But,
Yeah.
like, you mulliganing it anyways?
I mean, it's kind of deceptive anyway, because this deck, you can't find like 6 power, 7 power, or 7 point play when the spores, but if the Knight Errants are out, and it's not a long, what a value from the traps, like Immortal Cavalry is just so
Yeah.
broken.
Good read. Okay,
Like,
but this-
couldn't risk a Serpent because, like, if it's Serpent, then AA just deals with that. So good call that
Oh.
it must be an Incinerated.
And did they mean to not lead it first, to not have the Serpent Trap proc immediately either? Because it auto-triggered because there wasn't another body on the back row.
What does it make for the Heatwave trade? If Heatwave is on the Serpent, that would be like 8. Now it's 6. Maybe it was intention.
I
Because
could see,
otherwise
like-
and the Serpent is getting Heatwaved. Anyway,
Yeah.
see, anyway, it gets Heatwaved. It's funny.
I am who I need to be.
Okay, so once again, Incinerating is kinda struggling to get good value. As in, it will be sniping 2 power Natalis. There we go, the Knighthood calling for a knight.
On guard! A duel! To a duel I challenge thee!
This time around, Really the charges are intact? I'm not doing the math, but
Neither.
it's kinda looking that Visegerd doesn't have enough food.
Sintra will rise
So
from
we
the
go
ashes.
again. It's 2 and 2.
Okay. So traps take it, even in a short round. There just isn't enough for the knights to play it through. The Eldain finisher, too good.
Yep.
And the glass slipper, maybe tried on the first ugly stepsister, doesn't quite fit. So we're gonna have to try it on the second stepsister. The Cinderella story goes on.
Yeah, I hope the lemon is not turning into a pumpkin by the end of this cast.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
I mean, imagine being one of the most popular Gwent streamers. Aha. Pumpkin.
That is that actually, yeah, maybe I should just turn into a pumpkin then. Gosh, pumpkin, that's taken me way back.
Yep. And then he even almost made a return for a week or two, and then he disappeared. Then he played Gwent once, like during the Gwentfinity news hitting, and then he disappeared completely. And now I don't think Pumpkin has many connections to the community who is left. Why did I imagine that? I heard something weird. I don't know, what did you hear? What did you hear and what did you imagine? What did your sick imagination put in front of your mind? Karim, tell us. Or maybe don't. I don't know. I don't want my imagination ruined as well. Okay, so invade avoids getting trioed in the final, and that's a good start. He also closes the deck that seemed to be like a nice choice, more or less, with the poisons against the booster deck. But what's next for him? Now he's on blue coin and has... let me recheck. Skellige was banned. So this monsters list.
If we senselessly extrapolate from the for the first games in the series, we could see Nilfgaard on blue coin again.
Ah, yeah, in that regard. What does it have?
I question how the Nilfgaard wins round one against a deck that has actually usable engines in round one.
Since it's a Nilfgaard mirror. Wait, no, not Nilfgaard. Yeah. Does it struggle? Yeah.
I guess you can get a couple early ducal guards out, I suppose.
Yeah, I think you
And,
have to do
you do have double cavalry.
I think you have to do the memes immediately.
Yeah.
And then you have Anna into Inspired Zeal, and then you can restart your leader with Damien. So good.
Yeah. Who needs Petri's filter? Just copy the Inspired Zeal. It's basically as good as Imperial Formation anyways, right?
Okay, we're going in. The tournament was going so fast, so yeah, a tie, and now the avoid of 3-0 makes sense for the final, so that there is more action. Okay, pinning. I wonder if the vial gets clicked. It's half the games it does. Even in the open deck list setting. And it is monster. Oh, I'm very good at blindly guessing the picks today.
Yeah. I should take some lessons from you. I'm interested to see this once this is in action. Okay, I was gonna say I want to see how this adder is gonna get played out, but just not.
Yeah, the overall idea usually with the what's its face mysterious puzzle box is just eat that, but you need a last say.
Right.
Oh, beast. Okay, what a card. Honestly, 2 points per turn. And then you look at the Witch Apprentice. Different conditions, of course, but still kind of funny. What a forgotten card.
The witch's best friend is a pig.
Was there?
No
Did
doubt.
someone talk about buffing it to 6 provisions?
It's kinda ruins Penitent though.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just let go of that Penitent, Pugo, the Beast, and just make cards cheaper, but I don't know. Like, Witch Apprentice is 5, this at 6.
Yeah.
Something needs to be done with those forgotten monster cards, of course. Look at the engine
I don't think
value,
would it be. Yeah, would it be too good at 6? I doubt it.
I shall be with you shortly.
Probably not.
Okay, so we do see a nice Riptide here taking up Knight Errant. You can't do any shenanigans using a Vial to boost up a Cavalry because, you know, both decks are running the Vial. It's already been unsealed and the secret is out.
What is this point gap? Meaning for Murlica. Do you even contest? 1 engine versus 2. Like, at least the beast is out.
Yeah, but a couple turns, Beast gets going again.
Yeah. You just allow your opponent to play this city, to make it even worse for you. If you decide to play into the round. Okay, so finds the pass. Kinda seemed to be the breaking point, decision point. Yeah, this city dash gonna be put into the graveyard pretty fast.
Do you know what the truffle target is in this deck?
Little Witch?
Don't make me laugh.
Plumard.
Plumart, okay. Yeah, we've seen a couple of Little Witches, but not here either. I mean, the card is at 5 power, so it makes sense.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's better than Lesser Witch if you don't get the bonded, and potentially sort of plays for similar if you do. Granted, it is a lot slower, but yeah, I don't mind it. So now we see the Defender, but we don't have a vanilla Siri in hand. This will help protect against a potential land sace. Or was it vanilla the Siri already used?
Don't make me
City
laugh.
Dash was already used as an opener,
Oh, okay.
so
right,
I
that's
don't
what
know
Silk
about
killed.
that idea then, just baiting one
Yeah,
duel.
I was too busy looking through.
I
the
guess
deck
this
list.
is a bit too like, okay, I'll take my card advantage with this Defender on the vanilla series. But it's not really a card advantage, it's just like, okay, I'll push you. And which makes sense against the Mew deck.
And yeah, like you don't.
Redania, for its glory.
You still would like to stay ahead, but you don't really care as much about going cards down. Well, sorry. losing the card because you won't. You have the vanilla series. This bleed is free. You are forcing the move out. You have dominance. You can thin out your riders.
It's just that Murlitza plays like mad charges. But
Yeah.
already committed me Odo,
King
so
and country.
Okay.
I
We
still
do
don't.
see the Odo clicked. And good spores here, gonna force out another gold.
Should be Viz again because I'm not getting anything there.
Yeah.
No engine value on the monster part. Myth is
Yeah.
going up. Vitality, Knight Errant. Keeps the card.
I guess the meme part in this NR is you're running knights without scenario, and like, who would do that? And you're running
I mean, this is a dual deck as well, so like
jewels, which most people don't really consider that great, I guess, to actually run. Yeah. And then you have Visigood, which is now just a meme, I guess.
and has been for how many years now?
I demand satisfaction! Now!
Oh no. So is it actually just mysterious? It's too late for mysterious puzzle box.
Yield and save me some time.
What is the adder doing?
Best give up now.
Jin is a token,
Yeah, but
so there is this heat wave though. But you have a
Yeah.
leader. You have Ale carry
is it
over.
still enough?
It is still enough, yes. So
Oh.
if only
Well,
there
there
was
you
no
go.
commander's horn, but maybe an AA. And this
Well-
is a 2-2 now.
You go.
2-2, we leave in the station for the last game of the final, unless they tie. Choo-choo.
Choo choo. The Gwent train has well and truly left the station.
So, Invade actually fighting with the monsters and now has to do it with an actual meme of Ducal Gods. Because, yeah,
Look, I mean, yeah, the meme of Adistriga didn't work, but the semi-meme of just sticking Vanilla Siri behind a defender and keeping all your leader and Truffle and Ale for round 3 worked, I guess.
yeah.
I don't think location carryover abuse is that much of a meme, though. That's just a good strategy.
We could just, next. The one version of this tournament is basically what Metal did with the last winner takes all, what you actually craft the meme decks yourself, and then players are allowed to take whatever they wish, but then it's just like king of the whatever you call the system of picking, even not the entire tournament structure, but people will still take the strongest memes.
Yeah.
So maybe there
But-
should be some distribution of the decks and
Yeah. And that's the issue I have. Issue. Meme tournaments are fun. I love stuff like this. But the nature of a tournament where you're trying to play optimally to win runs parallel, like in the other way, like anti-parallel to the goal of a meme typically, which is pulling off some crazy, obscure, cool combo, which generally isn't very good at winning. So it's hard to reconcile those two goals, I think.
Yeah. So what was it? Pfitch and Feel. I guess I started typing. They both got eliminated in the first round, by the way. But people were like very triggered that those decks were allowed through because it's more of a like abuse. But yeah, this all ties together. Like Meditating Mage deck is a meme. In a deck, especially if like heat waves and control cards were banned, those memes are just running rampant, and you cannot really stop them properly with your meme if it's like a silly, oh, I'll buff my side of the board by like ducal gods. You're just getting rolled over by a couple of Aretuza adepts and meditating mages, so you cannot balance the memes the same way that the ladder cannot be balanced properly and the rock paper scissors always exists in some form. Like the toxic memes with the Sabbath probably beat the wholesome memes of ducal gods. So it is what it is. I still maintain that I've seen too many funny games in this tournament, so it was definitely worth it. It's sad that for a bigger tournament you cannot watch it all. Probably a lot of funny interactions and memes happened on the non-broadcasted games.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I don't think I've laughed this much casting a Gwent tournament. Ever.
I mean, the Salamander was ridiculous, so it's good to have it like every month, but mostly there is like 1-2 insane moments in the truly competitive like meta deck tournament, and then it's just good plays and occasional misplay reactions. But here it's all mixed together in this quite explosive equation.
I think it was in the Metal Master tournaments last year. I think it was Pepe Smile who was playing a semi up against Southward and copied like one too many Svalbards and basically board wiped himself.
Yeah, it was winner takes all, and it actually is older than that because it's from 2023. Right. You were casting that with Moshcraft. I remember because I was in Croatia and I checked the highlight, and that was like ridiculous play.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we have the knight play their bronzes, maybe this time with portal as well, unlike the previous. And there we go, ducal gods. Damien is ready to go. Right about now. What a set of bronzes. Sadly playing into the Baron.
Yeah, but if you get the Baron out now, you don't have to deal with it later.
Yeah. So, the meme reactive, I love it. Like, this is my...
This is fun.
This is fun. Like, I don't care about, oh, I'll need to hide 7 cards behind Defender and then everything clicks types of meme. This is more entertaining to see, like, oh yeah, I'm playing those subpar bronzes to their maximum right here with the help of Damien and Petri's Filter.
Yeah, usually I absolutely hate Petri's Filter, but in this situation, I don't mind it. I say go for it. And the other cool thing is, because there's an Anna Henrietta in this deck, as well as this Yenvo, if you use Yenvo to steal one of these dual cards,
true.
you get the Inspired Zeal Leader to activate it straight away.
True. Okay, so yeah, has to commit the Baron. One toll punish is traded for, well, another reset card. And there we go. take a Baron.
Oh, what was that yen for?
Baron?
Uso? Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah.
You're not
the
you're
rest of
not
the
ex-
AA
you're
is to
you're
get
not
good
too
value.
excited after the dual cards were not taken with
No,
the
I'm a
line.
little disappointed.
So like, oh, okay.
But it's still cool, you know. Very late cavalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super late cavalry. Erendite has been ticking. It's the rough part about playing such a deck on red coin.
We will
A bit
never bow
more
to the
difficult to get
invader.
the Erendite going, but it has been going. And okay,
Yeah.
Queen Mead is forced out.
Yeah, I mean, invade is kinda growing the ducal guards and not greeting the Imperial formation charges, so yep. Managed to grow his sword.
For its glory!
So
But this is like the end station.
yeah, and illusions are quite good in future rounds. here.
Wait, what?
But we're going to see the play. I assumed the maths was done.
I mean,
And
yeah, the
you get
math's
ahead
on,
with
but
the
there is a
second?
second plane for 8.
Yeah. I guess this is fine. I mean, the bonded isn't too impactful here if you're copying, say, Redanian Knights anyways. But Lucius into Redanian Knight is a pretty sweet play for a 4 provision bronze.
So is Murlitz actually mathing some particular card you'd expect?
Yeah, I mean, the other thing you can do is decide to use a leader charge or not. I don't think you can use both because you need at least one for the Ansace.
So 1, 2,
Uh,
3, 4,
You
5,
think you need
6, 7,
Ansace and
8,
Visigoth.
9. Yeah, he might play around Illusionist second copy. Does exactly
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, no, nothing you
Interesting.
can do here. So, duel boys. And AA, I assume, is coming back, yep.
It is truthful too. A Norska Sergeant could have been cut for a Mandrake. But I wonder if then you need to play a second Petri's Filter to get the Zeal again. At that point it might just be a bit too much. But that was a possibility. Okay, so I expect you just want to slam the AA here. Oh no, it's doomed. Okay, never mind. It's also doubly scary because it probably trades down to this Baron no matter what you pick up. So we do just see the pass. And another Ducal Guard coming up. Very well. What's the Erendite on? If we could check.
Okay, sorry, it was away for a second. So we go into round 3 and Nausicaa starts the Erendite growing procedure.
Oh, the Anna's been missed, unfortunately.
Yep. And Operator we haven't seen once used on the Ducal Guards.
Yeah, it was drawn here, but swiftly put back into the deck. These Smirk them Outs are not great formulas, so I guess you have the Visigoth. Actually, there's only one more Nausicaa coming out from the garrison, I assume. Does the Anses beat it in a duel? I believe it does.
With a hero in our midst.
So maybe trying to bait out the Anses here? Or same for Selkirk, it wins the duel.
These dogs have no honor.
Yeah, you cannot bait both of them.
Okay. So it should get to stick a Nausicaa now.
Do you go for Illusionist instead? You can take 2 soldiers. I would like the Redanian Knight pick, I suppose. Oh, that's
yeah,
I didn't do them. Ah, okay, there is no zeal anymore, so yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think Selkirk is a knight, right? So you could play the Unsays front row with 1 boost from the knighthood. Does get the zeal, but it wouldn't be able to kill off the Nausicaa.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
a bit too low.
What
Actually, I
are the
don't know
meme
if-
deck building rules for this tourney? It's very vague and abstract, so it's kinda hard. But any rules, I challenge anyone to put up the rules that satisfy like 1,000 people, and I don't think it's viable. So there was a committee that decided that those decks are allowed, so they had like internal standards, so to say. Okay, so we're banishing Nausicaa and Cavalry. So that's +11.
So with Baron gone, as long as you stay out of range of any duel possibilities, like that's fine to go as tall as you like on 1 unit. I guess you can't go for the Visigoth here. So just take the Ansace now for 3 damage.
So this is 16 plus 6, making it 22. I don't think AA pulls a 22 from with Natali 7. Unless, yeah, 20 points. There is no Visigoth, and it wouldn't be great anyway. So the reverse sweep happened, and we have the winner of this seagull named tournament, the meme tournament in Raid, with the poison traps start. Well, yeah, achieves the reverse sweep.
6-game
GG's.
final series. GG's.
Okay, yeah, that was a very enjoyable run with some funny games and some, well, almost as if Lerio is versing Mayamon, because they usually brought the like modified non-meta decks to Metal and won with them. So this, like, those games in the final felt like the decks were almost normal. So GG's, and yeah, nice nice run. And also it went pretty fast today. Like, sure, we've been live for 3 hours 15 minutes and 30 minutes it was like the pre-game show, so to say, and we watched what, 3 series.
Yeah.
Good job on the player's part, being available basically immediately, so that there is no extra. But at the same time, like, maybe casters prefer sometimes to have a break, I don't know. It depends on the rest of the day plans, I guess, for all the parties involved. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. That would be it for YouTube. Bye YouTube, I'll stop the footage there. Before I stop, well, you are on YouTube, but you're still in need of visiting Twitch and watching Lemon's streams, so don't forget to like find your way to another platform and watch occasional Lemon stream. But yeah, bye.